Hi, Nick here, and today I want to talk about Taylor's Koa series guitars. This video is inspired in part by my recent acquisition of a used K22ce model, which is a grand concert with solid Koa top, back, and sides. Now, I'll specifically be talking about the Koa series. Taylor does use Koa as a top wood primarily on some of their other models. They have a 200 series with a solid top Koa, and I think the back and sides are laminate Koa. Also, they use Koa as a top on their GS Mini and here and there on limited edition series guitars. But this is going to be the Koa series, which is Taylor's dedicated Koa model. Usually in their catalogs, they slot it in between the Presentation series and the 900 series. I've got a separate video talking about the tonal characteristics of Koa, which it tends to be a little bit dry, punchy low mids, bright top end, lots of sweet overtones and sparkly highs. I also talk about the history of Koa and where it comes from if you want more on that. This is a particularly nice example of figuring in flame with the back and sides and the top on this guitar, which is one of the reasons why I was interested in it. The Koa really does vary a lot. Tonally, I think the less figured stuff, some people think it may even sound better than highly figured sets. In other words, the appearance of Koa doesn't really affect the tone that much, but obviously just from a collectability standpoint, people prefer the nicely figured sets, and those are becoming a little bit harder to find, in part because there's only a small percentage of the already hard to procure Koa wood that exhibits a high figure. So feature-wise, these guitars feature a lot of the things that make Taylor's great. They're very playable. They have the NT neck, which is adjustable, works great for open and alternate tunings. You have Taylor's fine expression system electronics. This is a ES2 system installed here. You get nice gold hardware, and Taylor's recently announced that they're going to upgrade the standard Taylor tuners in the Koa series to Goto 510 tuners, which I also love. Also have a video about those if you want to check it out. The Koa series has been around for quite a while with Taylor, and the cosmetics have changed over the years. They've had everything from a natural finish to now what I think is a good looking shaded edge burst. Really sets off the Koa hues nicely. They've used spruce tops in the past on some of their models with Koa back and sides. Lately they've been favoring Koa top on the guitar, so it's all Koa, but you do see a lot of older models, particularly with spruce tops, which is a good tone wood pairing as well. Of course, the new Builder's Edition K22ce has a spruce top. In the last 10 years or so, Taylor has gone from using mother of pearl inlays at your typical 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, etc. Frets to kind of a vine inlay, usually in some sort of a wood. And in fact, the whole aesthetic of the guitar has transitioned to a more organic sort of wood-based trim. You have like a wood rosette, nice maple trim, a little wood inlay to complement the vine on the headstock. So this is a really nice look for Koa, which is just a naturally beautiful wood, to have these wood appointments on the guitar. So overall, Koa is a very beautiful wood. Tonally, it's also a very bright wood. It sounds good though. There's good bright and bad bright. I think there's a lot of sort of apologizing for the sound of Koa out of the box, quote unquote. You see things in Taylor's marketing materials like, well, you need to play it and it opens up and that sort of thing. I think the guitars sound quite nice out of the box. They are sort of bright because that's the nature of Taylor guitars and of Koa wood, but they're good sounding guitars. I've found, for me, doing a lot of slack key, that the real punchy low mid emphasis is just the perfect EQ for open G tuning and it works very well for, you know, like C tunings and different things like that. But really open G is the sweet spot with these, so it's just a great slack key guitar. In addition, Koa has a lot of nice note separation. You have a little bit of overtone color, which is great for jazzy sounding chords. So this is great for jazz, fingerstyle. It's kind of reasonably punchy and warm, so I could see it work for strumming, particularly if you use a capo, and in capo like on the 2nd fret or the 5th fret, and you like that bright sound, Koa would be a great complement to that. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video on Taylor's Koa series guitars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.